time to put an end to this.
You know, one thing that really sucks about my status, and this is episode number 9. What's up? I'm Dom from the Otaku Room, guys, and you're gonna put up with me hopefully a little bit for this review of episode number 9. Not outside of the episode, what sucks about the anime is this is like a clip farming anime. Like, it's one of those ones to where like somebody on TikTok or Facebook or Twitter, they post like a 30 to 60 second clip of this show and everyone goes like, oh my god, what is that? Tell me, what is the name? Name. And you know what I mean? It's one of those kinds of shows, and the reality is it's a beautiful show. The animation's really stylistic, right? It has like that kind of like that I don't even know, like that shine, that sheen to it. It has a specific style. And it's very nice. It's like if I put into it like ChatGPT for anime and I put a prompt that said, I love Arifureta, which I do. It's one of the best anime ever. Critically, it's not very good, but for me, I love it. But it's like, create edgelord MC based off Arifureta, where guy gets isekai and he's an assassin. And then the AI generates this anime. That's what I feel like I'm watching. Episode 9 is just weird. So through the events of episode 9, we spend a enormous amount of time with the group, you know, the heroes group, basically saying goodbye, and they're gonna go do their own thing as Akira goes and does his own thing, even though they agree they're gonna do things together. But he's like, I'm a solo player. I'm like, dude, whatever, bro. It's so lame. It's so cringy. So they end up separating. Akira's gonna go do his own thing, and all the meanwhile, our girl Amelia's gonna get trained by, I forget what his name is, the wolf guy. She's gonna get trained by him, and Leah, which is one of the other beast girls, is super jealous he's gonna get trained. They end up arriving at the Beast Folk Empire, where Leah's adoptive parents, which are the king and queen, whatever else, are. And they try and hire Akira for an assassination job. That's totally fine. Whatever. But Akira's like, no, not for me. This doesn't benefit me in any type of way. And then he ends up challenging, I guess, like the general, and he whoops his ass. And the king is just a dick the whole entire time to him, because he's not fawning over him or like falling over knee and whatever, like to actually go and do any kind of job. Now at this point, Akira's kind of being an asshole as well too, because he kind of takes up like a immediate combative tone, and he gets that energy matched back to him. And frankly, Akira kind of escalated the situation for whatever reason. And they end up dipping from the village, and the Leah has to kind of pick up the pieces, with her father. And then the episode kind of ends with more revenge, because his Akira's boyfriend at the beginning of the anime, which we spent like 1.3 episodes with, because he died instantaneously, that I'm supposed to care about, but I don't give a shit about. We're supposed to care about him and his big revenge for his boyfriend. Like, I don't care about any of that. But it ends because Wolf Guy drops the knowledge, like, oh, I know the peoples who would have done XYZ. And Akira's like, revenge. And I'm just like, I don't care about any of this. And the worst part is we only have episode 10, 11, and 12 left. We have 3 episodes left to get his revenge, to have Amelia, get trained up, whatever's going on with the demons, right? Because they opened up that path. This episode, I wanted to call her Blacklight, but Yoru, which is the cat, ends up talking to Lattice, whatever her name is, the demon king's daughter, and they're gonna group up, and because Yoru's doing like her stealth mission, so they're gonna group up. So I feel like we're not gonna get any kind of closure for the demons. We're not gonna probably see the Demon King. and I don't want to say for sure, but I feel like we might not. We're not going to see what Tsukasa, which is the hero, and his group are going to end up doing. We probably will get some kind of end to the feathers he's ruffled in the Beast Kingdom. But what else are we really going to get in 3 episodes? 3 episodes is like 30, what is that? 20 minutes an episode, 60 minutes, and then you take off like 2 minutes for the OP and ED from there. So we're going to get around 52 minutes of content. So how much is, and one thing that this anime does that a lot of seasonal anime in the fall have done is they've stretched out. Like, it's like they don't have enough source material, so they stretch out everything. So then you imagine there's another 20 minutes in there of just kind of stretched out moments that sprinkled across 3 episodes, right? Episode 10 will probably have a little bit of stretchness. Episode 11 might have a little stretch. And episode 12 will damn sure have a little bit of stretch. So then you take off, another 20 minutes from there in total. So then that leaves us with like this weird 32 minutes of like real stuff that might happen. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is just, like I said, this is just going to be another anime that ends up being farmable that even I could go post on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok. I can go post me going at some big moment of Akira doing like Rasengan. And everyone's like, name. But it doesn't actually mean anything. The show sucks. 5 out of 10. This episode was a 5 out of 10. And to be clear, 4 out of 10 is like bad. And anything below that's really bad. I don't think I've ever said anything below 4 in my whole life. For anything I've covered on the channel, at least 𝐒𝐻 is like a 3 out of 10. Go look it up if you want to be disappointed. But I think 5 out of 10 is just fair. It's just like, it's fair. It's watchable. If you like it, you're going to rate it higher. If you don't like it, you're going to rate it lower, or maybe that's about it. I think this episode's a 5 out of 10. I think the show is probably a 6 out of 10. Maybe 6. Maybe it'd be like a 6.5. Nah, 6.5 seems too generous. It'd be like a 6 out of 10. But man, I've just been struggling week after week with this show. But the bright side is going to be over. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below, my friends. We spent another week together. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you guys had a very happy holidays. And today is December 1st. So, definitely this is Christmas month. So I hope that you guys are... I hope that we can all be gifted with some good anime news, because in the world of Crunchyroll using AI to dub, and Crunchyroll removing a bunch of anime off their stuff, and you have to have like 3 different streaming services, 4 different streaming services just to be able to watch anime. You gotta take to the high seas, but then there's law, there's court cases at the Supreme Court that are gonna try and restrict our internet. We live in a really muddy world. So I hope you guys are just stay up, and thank you guys so much for engaging with my content. All right. I'll see you next week, my friends. Peace out.